up? What up? What up? What up? Welcome, welcome, welcome. So today I wanted to talk about Gene Deal and Jay-Z, P. Diddy, and like it says in the title, all black owned companies. Uh, Let me see who got this. Hold on, hold on. Whose channel is it? Give your props. Uh, The Petty Show. I watched this video, but I want to talk about it for real, for real. So let's talk about it. All right. So the points I'm bringing up when you listen to it, I always wondered why other cultures like to be nosy and be in black people business. I wonder why they pay extra close attention to it. Is it because they really think we steal, or is it because of a different agenda behind um, what's going on? And I do believe it is a different agenda behind what's going on. And my theory, my honest theory is if we ever have a position to have ownership of America, I mean like actual sole possession. When I say that uh they knew the White House was going to be for sale, you know, and they had to put us in a position where, you know, we can't have it up for grabs. Now, I do believe they had some of these artists thinking that they could one day have all this money, you know, and they could pass it down to their family. Whatever happens to them, what is whatever happens to them, you know. But they can pass it down to their family. Their family can do something. But they soon seen that that ain't the case. When they take you down, they take everything from you, and there's a reason for that. The reason is they cannot have anyone rich, just one, and trying to do some things, you know, like by Pennsylvania Avenue. So let's go through this video. Let's talk about it. You know, let's see what we talking about.
That's the other person that was with them. They go up to the feds with all this paperwork. You understand? And I mentioned this before. You understand? They not only talking about the extortion stuff, they talking about how they trying to be made to and to have this what you call this promotion, this distribution thing. They putting Jay-Z was a part of it. They telling their story, and it all is coincide what we said years ago.
A lot of people going to say, oh, that's the homeboy. He snitched on everybody else, but he ain't snitched on me. He's still a snitch. Where's P. Diddy, Sean Combs, whatever you want to call him?
Sean Combs and Sean Carter have been working together for the better part of 25 years to find a way to take over full control of the entertainment industry. They have been slumping and sidelining relevant hip-hop communities for decades so that they can have control.
Diddy's former bodyguard Gene Deal is back in the spotlight with shocking claims about how Diddy and Jay-Z allegedly snitched to the feds to shut down the plans Suge Knight and other black executives had for the first major black...
That was my first thing. Suge Knight. That was funny. This ain't no microphone. This is just my phone. But yeah, so basically this was Suge Knight going snapping off on him, you know what I mean? Snapping off, and saying that why would you like that's my thing, like what is the motive behind having full control of the hip hop industry? I didn't understand that.
distribution company. Back in the early 2000s, Suge, Irv Gotti, Jay Prince, and Dame Dash were all in on this plan to unionize black artists and create an all-black owned music distribution company. But it all came crashing down when Diddy and Jay-Z withdrew from the deal and allegedly snitched to the white-owned distributors. Next thing you know, the deal was blocked and the FBI raided everybody. But what exactly did
Hell yeah, like okay, now I can see why Jay-Z and P. Diddy been over on bad deals. Because hell, if that's the truth, if you told, then hell yeah. You basically saved the music industry. They knew they was up to something, they just didn't know what they was up to. And then you got people like, oh, I don't like the fact that you talking about I ain't gonna be no leader. I don't like the fact that you talk about I'm not gonna be HNIC. So that's probably and why Jay Z and P Diddy went and told the distributors over there. Okay, if you distributor, okay, I can see why you want to be top distributor. But damn, y'all didn't even have your own distributing companies. Y'all did all that snitching. Y'all didn't even have your own distributing companies. Like y'all had to co-sign with them always and forever. Co-sign with a different culture.
Gina reveal about
And when they co-sign with us, guess what? They goddamn they goddamn make sure they get the better end of the stick. When we present an idea to them, they make sure they get the better end of the stick. Always and forever. I ain't lying. I ain't lying.
Diddy and Jay-Z being snitches for the feds. Did these two really destroy a plan that could have changed the music industry? Let's get into it.
They're the reason why rap in New York went down the drain. They made sure that these young cats didn't come up with platforms.
It seems like every day there's some more dirt being uncovered about Jay-Z and Diddy's shady ways. This time, Gene Deal is back with allegations about
Like, if you think about it, ain't nobody like after the Pac and Big shit, it went to Cali, then it shifted to Atlanta. Now it's kind of like in Texas and Tennessee, Memphis. Damn. And you see hey, listen, dog. Damn, I just thought about that. You see Gucci Man doing it now. Oh, and that's my nigga, man. God, dog, man. You really see Gucci Man doing it now. Every last one of his artists either slumped or locked up. Damn.
how Jay and Diddy allegedly snitched on their fellow black record label owners and sabotaged a plan for the only black music distribution company. So according to Irv Gotti, Suge Knight came up with this plan to unionize music artists, and the union was supposed to include artists of every genre. Irv said, "In the music business, the artists, we have no union. There's no health care. It's nothing like that. It should be done." It was all his plan, and it was a hell of a plan. According to Suga's plan, record labels would cover artists' union dues up front by adding the extra cash to their recording budgets. Then, when the artists' albums are sold, they'd have to pay back the label for these costs, similar to how they handle advances. This setup would give artists access to vital
Hey, man, listen. I'm telling you, they will create rules, laws, and regulations just to make sure they stand in your way of not accomplishing your a pile of money that you want, even though it's worthless. They will stand in your way. That is a true person that is jealous and envious because they feel like they can't accomplish what you were doing. And that is not true. It's just they're in their own way of not accomplishing what you were doing because they think that they can't do it. It's I think I can. I'm an American. I'm not American not. I'm not American't. I'm American. I can do it. If I put my mind to it, I can do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all gotta have more faith in yourself and what you got going on, what you're doing in life.
Benefits like healthcare and retirement plans. In 2002, Suga gave a powerful speech at the West Coast Hip Hop Summit and spoke about how major record labels keep artists under their control by retaining ownership of their masters, and most artists don't have enough leverage to buy back their masters.
It's how many people want to have a union? How many people want to get...
Oh, that's another question I want to ask. Like, is a union good? Because in some ways, yeah. In some ways, no. It's like, y'all should have did more dealings when it came down to the union. And when it do come down to the union, why haven't y'all all got together? If if the rap group, if the rap game is a union shit, why y'all ain't got together and negotiated? I don't understand that part. You keep hollering.
together and say, okay, we're going to network. You got a deal at Universal and your points is too low. You got a deal at Universal and they got 100% of your publishing. You got a deal at Sony and you don't own your masters, but it's your artist. And I'm gonna tell you one other thing before you guys go, if you really want to know what's going on, it's real plain and simple. A lot of record companies tell you that at the end of the day, you have the right to buy your masters back.
Suge directly called out major artists and black label owners, including Diddy, asking how come they didn't want to show their support for this plan that was meant to benefit everyone.
Where's Ja Rule? Where's Redman? Where's Irv Gotti? Where's P. Diddy, Sean Combs, whatever you want to call him? Where's, I can go on and on. Where's Pete? Where's Outkast? Where's Jermaine Dupri? Where's it?
This is a West Coast beat.
But at the same time, they want to come out here and West Coast love. At the same time, when it's an East Coast summit,
We out there.
these old Hollywood wannabe fake niggas is out there. So why they can't show the same support, rather? Not an idiot, don't get me wrong, you know, it's cool. At the same time,
Mind you, Suge dropped Irv Gotti because this summit took place before Irv agreed to join Suga's plan. However, Suge eventually managed to get almost all major black record label executives to side with him, all but two, Jay-Z and Diddy. Now, you know how rumors have been going around that both Jay and Diddy allegedly have lost ties with the feds and shadowy figures in the establishment? In Diddy's case, it allegedly started with his father, Melvin Combs, an associate of Harlem drug lord Frank Lucas. Melvin was shot and killed in 1972, and while the case was never officially solved, Gene Deal claimed Melvin was taken out by his own men for being a snitch. And according to Gene, Diddy almost suffered the same fate because the bullets that killed Biggie Smalls in 1997 were reportedly meant for Diddy.
Let's reminisce that night we was at Andre Harrell's house, and I told you that this cat was coming to kill us or try to get at us that night. I told you I had intel, but you didn't want to hear it. Let's reminisce the fact I told our driver, Kenny, run this next 3 lights. Run the light, Kenny. Kenny ran the light. Big stopped at the light. Big get killed. Wasn't meant for him, bruh.
Listen, one thing I can say about Reggie, right? He been saying this jump for the longest. And he didn't dare nigga to come forward with him. Cause he know what kind of support he got behind him. That's crazy. That is crazy. And it's not too far-fetched. Man, y'all heard what Jaguar Wright said, bro. I'm sorry. Side note, y'all heard what Jaguar Wright said? This woman said Snoop had something to do with Nip there. And when you think about it, damn, Snoop. Hey man, listen, I can believe it. I can believe it. Listen, I can believe it. The way he was looking at Tupac, and then the way he was like, man, he told us about a story about with Diddy. Yo, mm-hmm. Back to the video.
Let's reminisce. Let's reminisce when you told Wolf's mother right after he died that you didn't owe him no $300,000, and he had delusions of grandeur, and all he wanted to do was smoke weed.
Oh, we gonna have to hold up.
Okay, guys, this is crazy. I've got to share. Only paying $19.
Let's even go deeper than that, bruh. Let's reminisce how you had people on the security team find people to testify against Sean. You a rat. Man, I ain't gonna even put you in the category as a rat, dog. You worse than what your father was. Let me give you a little intel on him. You understand? That meeting that New York Freddie wanted to have with you, Freddie Myers, and tell you the real deal on your father? Let me give you something, dawg. You would have died just like your father did that night if I wasn't in the car with you. You understand? Your father died because he was going to snitch and rat out his crew.
As for Diddy's alleged ties to the feds, word on the street.
Like I said, I watched this video earlier, but hold up. So you mean to tell me the bullet that hit Biggie was meant for Puff? Damn. Damn.
Is that this is the main reason he
Right.
was never officially investigated, despite being accused of serious crimes. What's interesting is that when news initially surfaced about Cassie suing Diddy back in November, TMZ claimed Diddy was the subject of a secret NYPD investigation. But then, just a few hours later, TMZ updated their report saying that the NYPD made an error and they were not investigating Diddy. By the way, a whole year before Cassie filed her lawsuit, Kanye West publicly accused Diddy of being a Fed. As you might recall, in late 2022, Kanye started speaking out against the shady music executives who control the industry. And shortly after, Diddy reached out asking Kanye to meet face to face.
I think Kanye started lashing out when they ain't let him get his way no more. The one thing about us is like, you can say what you want about a Gemini. You can say what you want about any sign. But one thing I can say, a Gemini's stand in truth. And that's all they gonna stick and stand by. Especially when they know they've been good to you. And they've tried to respect you. And they tried everything they could to be peaceful with you. But you kept wanting to take it there. You kept wanting to take it there. So that's one thing a Gemini will do for you. Give it to you. Just like how you asking for it. But they gonna stand in the truth with it. And you ain't gonna like it because, even though they was sitting back and just relaxing while you was doing all your bad shit, they give you no reaction. Now the tables have turned. And that's what Kanye West is kind of like doing right now. He been telling y'all this stuff. Y'all call him crazy. Y'all call him a quack. Y'all call him everything in the world. Standing in your truth. Standing in your truth will get other people upset with you because you are speaking the truth. People can't handle the truth because of their own demons inside of them. Man, Some people, some people will do the most over the truth now. But a Gemini, that's one thing I do know about a Gemini. A Gemini will stand in their truth, and they don't care how muddy the water get. They don't care.
Shared screenshots of messages he received from Diddy, and in one message, Kanye said, "Come and do something illegal to me now, please." Diddy then replied, "As soon as I land, we'll meet face to face. Send me the address." However, Kanye has no interest in meeting Diddy and wrote back, "F you fed." Did then again ask Kanye to send him his address, saying, "Don't feel threatened, you'll be fine, just love." But Kanye wasn't having it. He said, "This ain't a game. I'ma use you as an example to show the Jewish people that told you to call me that no one can threaten or influence me." Kanye later doubled down on his comments during his appearance on Drink Champs and again accused Diddy of being a fed.
But as far Why are you not investing in tax liens? No, seriously. Why are you not investing in
They deleted my guy.
As far as Meek Mills, Puff Daddy, whoever, none of these, all you fake hard, fuck you. Hold on. Okay. All you fake hard, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? I don't give because you can't shoot nobody anyway, and the reason why you got to talk is because you did a deal, you fed. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got to come at me, because part of the deal for you to be a do all that and get out of jail is that you promise that you're going to go pull my coat up.
And when Kanye later ran into some paparazzi, he explained that, unlike Diddy and many other rappers.
So basically what Kanye is saying is, you made a deal with him. So that deal pertains. Whoever steps out of line, when I make that call, you gotta go against them publicly. I don't care if you friends with them. You gonna be enemies with them whatever happens, happens. But you gonna get that person emotionally triggered, or you're gonna get some more information out of them. However we gotta do it. You can play the nice guy and get the information out of him, tell us what he's up to, or you can go against him publicly. You publicly call him crazy. This shit crazy, dog. This shit crazy, man. And all because you did something illegal.
He can't be controlled because he never killed anyone.
Y'all can't send none of y'all Meek Mills, y'all Puffies, y'all Lil Boozies, none of these names, none of these people that have to listen to y'all because they have legal. I never killed nobody.
And then Kanye also name-dropped Jay-Z and Beyonce, saying they're also controlled by the puppet masters.
They can control Jay-Z and Beyonce.
No, not you, man.
But they can't control me. You see, it ain't no name I won't name.
Kanye say, they can't control me because I ain't killed nobody. And then he goes to name Jay-Z and Beyonce. You know who? You know who I think? This is just allegedly. I feel like Beyonce probably got that baby mama, Jay-Z's mistress, baby mama, the Kathy, Cynthia, whatever her name is. I don't be in their business like that. But I just seen that shit. Like, he had a baby mama and she died. And then right after that, Blue Ivy was born. Man. That's crazy. That's all alleged. You know what I'm saying?
It's up.
Now, as for Jay-Z's alleged ties with the feds, there's been a lot of chatter lately about the fact he hired former federal informant Desiree Perez as the CEO of Rock Nation.
Remember when Jay-Z said this?
I think we passed kneeling.
Let me play it again. But this time, look at the reaction of the lady sat just behind him. The reason why she's worried about how Jay would respond is because she's the CEO of Rock Nation. But in her former life, she was a federal informant. In 1994, Desiree Perez was arrested for bringing in 35 keys of Griselda Blanco into Miami. Under pressure, she...
And another thing I realized, the political game, this is why I feel like lobbying should be illegal is because you get people like this that speak for us. You don't get people that's qualified, that's been in the community, that can say, hey, this is what we want for the community. You get people like Jay-Z, Glorilla, people like that to come speak to elected officials about what we got going on. And they getting paid just to be there. And then they get to take a picture. Man, listen. Status, your name should come behind work, not just by people vouching for you. This is America got that IOU system going on. And that's what's fucking everything up. Nigga, either you got the money to own something or you don't. All this all this like all this taking out a loan just to buy a car, just to buy a house. Why we gotta go through a bank just to go buy the house? Why we can't just go to the man and buy it? Work out a deal with them. And then if they don't make the payment, you take them to court and seize the property if it is that bad. Depending on how long they've been missing without payments. But this middleman shit, bro. This middleman shit, man. Listen, we gotta cut it out. We gotta cut it. We gotta cut it. I feel like the only reason why there was a middleman created was to do bad dealings, to do bad deals, to mask doing bad deals. When you say you're making a donation to like one of these people that's running, to me that's saying I'm bribing one of these people right here to go for what I want. You know, you basically taking the voice out of the people's, out of the ear of the government, and replacing it with dollars that don't add up to nothing, are not worth anything. So that's just all I'm saying. Like, I don't know, man. I feel like direct business or no business. That's what it is, man. All this middleman shit, bro, it gotta go. It has to go.
Agreed to wear wire for the DEA. Jay-Z and Perez spearheaded Roc Nation's prison reform initiative with Meek Mill. I guess their hard work paid off, because on the 19th of January 2021, this list was released. Desiree Perez's criminal past had just been wiped clean by the outgoing president, Donald Trump.
Back in 2015, shortly after the New York Daily...
But they said fuck Donald Trump. Man, listen. Everybody who was going against Trump during the Biden campaign, how y'all feel now? How y'all feel now? He wasn't even supposed to be in there. He was not supposed to be in there. That's so crazy, bro. That is so crazy. So we got 2 checks with Trump. We got 1 check with Biden. They saying, oh, that was passed down from Obama. Listen. So you mean to tell me the economy started crashing when Obama got in the office? That was '08. That was the first sign to me that the economy was crashing, because Bush was in office before him, right? Was it Bush? Yeah, it was Bush. And we had just came off of the 9/11 shit from dealing with him. We had sent all of our family members overseas, and they came back kind of messed up, man. I can say that. I witnessed that firsthand. It's disrespectful what this government put the people through. And it's disrespectful what the people put up with. Soldiers had soldiers really came back with PTSD. Soldiers really came back, could not sleep. Soldiers really came back and could not live with their own families. That's how some of them became homeless. It wasn't because financially, mentally they was fucked up.
News exposed Desiree's past. Dame Dash appeared on The Sway in the Morning and said this news left him scared to think what Jay-Z is capable of. Dame explained that many of his friends and associates.
What's your credit card debt balance? If it's $10,000 or more, here are 3 easy solutions you can start implementing today. And number
Associates, including Rockefeller co-founder Kareem Biggs Burke, went through hell with the feds. So for Dame, seeing Jay-Z bring on a former federal informant as the CEO of his company was terrifying.
That the paper did scare me, and I was like, there has to be some truth to it, is when I read about his affiliation with, informants, that he's in business with certain people. And it's tricky for me to say, but just based on where I'm from, I can't have nothing to do with that. That part of it scares me, because I know Biggs is in jail. I know Irv Gotti's been hurt for years over he didn't do. I know they've been with me for years. So it just means I need to stay over here. Your friend, my man's in jail for 3 years over weed. The feds is really on me. It's not like they not. And where I'm from, that is not tolerated at all.
Now going back to Suge Knight's plan for an all-black-owned music distribution company, both Irv Gotti and Jay Prince previously confirmed that the feds destroyed this plan. In January 2003, federal investigators raided Murder Inc. offices in New York, and later on, both Irv and his brother Chris were charged with money laundering, facing up to 20 years in prison. However, the brothers beat the charges in 2005, and Irv alleged it was all a setup designed to derail their efforts to unionize the music business. As for Jay Prince, he said that the DEA assigned a corrupt agent to bring down Rap-A-Lot Records in the 90s. Prince said, "They assigned a guy by the name of Jack Schumacher on me to arrest me or whatever he was supposed to do, but he sent death threats at me. Here's a man that killed 8 people. Since they were investigating me, I decided to hire an investigator to investigate them, and that's when I found out this guy killed all of those people." By the way, according to Hot New Hip Hop, Jay Prince's claims about this agent were proven true following various internal DEA investigations and court.
I don't know how to feel about Jay Prince. I don't. Because at one point, you did buy islands. I know you got to stay under the radar or whatever, but man, dang, you are worth a lot, bro. And what have you done for the community, though, bro? I know what I would have done in your position, even on your island, bro. You yourself could have set up a distribution company. So it's just, I don't know how to feel about this guy. I don't. I don't. I really don't. Like this. Cause on one hand, you gotta respect how he move. But then on the other hand, you be like, damn, how many young black brothers could you have taught? But I understand I just don't understand. You could have taught young black brothers. I don't understand why your son went down the path he went down. And like what your son, how your son move, show me how you move. You feel me? Cause he learned it from somebody. He learned it from somebody. And I don't even know you gonna be able to say your son.
Hearings. But is there any proof that Jay-Z and Diddy snitched to the feds to sabotage Sugi's plan? Well, according to Gene Deal, there's a ton of paperwork at Bad Boy that proves Diddy played a major role in helping the feds.
When Puff, Kirk Burrows, that's the other person that was with them, they go up to the feds with all this paperwork, you understand? And I mentioned this before, you understand? They not only talking about the extortion stuff, they talking about how they trying to be made to have this what you call this promotion, this distribution thing.
I gotta say this, he is so excited to finally tell this shit because man. He sound excited, boy. He do. And yeah, and this, and yeah. I understand you had to, people ask why you wait so long, man. You gotta collect evidence. You gotta make sure. You just can't be accusing people right off bat of doing something. One thing about me, two things for sure. Like, I'm just not gonna accuse you of doing something if I ain't sat on your ass for a couple of days and watched you. Or just kind of like, I just let time go by and watch you. I'm not gonna sit here and just automatically accuse you of doing something. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's cute that you think that I would. Just because I ain't said nothing and I let time go by, don't mean I ain't paying attention, motherfucker. You know?
As for Jay-Z, Gene said he heard from multiple people that Jay also lent a helping hand to the feds.
Now other people coming out talking about it. They putting Jay-Z was a part of it. They telling their story and it all is coincide what we said years ago.
So Jay-Z, he told you?
Said that years ago, man. Said that years ago. What are you gonna do? They gonna do whatever. Yo, listen to me. They're the reason why rap in New York went down the drain. They made sure that these young cats didn't come up with platforms and didn't come up with situations.
And given all the allegations swirling about Diddy and Jay-Z, many fans are saying snitching to the feds is definitely on brand for these two. One fan said, "All of us from that era always knew Puffy and Jay-Z always been snakes." And another person added, "This has been known for a while, but it's good to have a first-hand account. This is supposedly how Jay got put on with the 40/40 Club, Rockefeller clothes and all that, for being a good boy and snitching for his masters." But what's your take on this story? Do you think Diddy and
Yeah, cause like back in the day, I thought it was weird that every rapper, like, that was connected to them was coming out with a clothing line or like a shoe line. Then they went to like vodka. And I always wondered like why y'all ain't buy no farm and sponsor some fucking chickens or some shit. Or why y'all ain't buy no real estate and sponsor and promote the apartments over there. I don't know. It's just like they bought everything that was not of value and that you could not reinvest with, you know. You could not do that. You know, if you were gonna be behind something, if you're gonna and like I said, that status, man, I wanna look good in front of everybody. I don't care how I feel, I just wanna look good. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I read a book maybe about 10 years ago And, they told me the key to life, well, to keep the key to success, you know. And to me, I might not be successful to a lot of people in a lot of people's eyes, but I'm successful in my eyes. You know, I didn't have to do, I didn't have to betray anyone to get where I was. A lot of people have betrayed me, and that's okay. And the people that felt like I have betrayed them, I tried to, I talked to them, you know, and like a lot of them heard me out, you know. Uh, some of them still kept that same energy, but some of them, they say, "Yeah, I forgive you," and we moved on past it. We weren't ever cool again, and that's okay. Cause I'm okay with not being cool with somebody, as long as you know that I ain't got no animosity towards you. But this is why I did. This is the reason. I'm a reactor. I'm never an action taker. I'm a reactionist. So if you do something to me, best believe I'm gonna do something back. It might not be the way you expect me to retaliate, because you know one thing about me, two things for sure. I value. I value me. I value me. And I value the fact that God gave me another opportunity to present myself as uh, a human being that is truly striving to be in His good graces. I can't say I always meet the standards every day, but for the most part, yeah, I'm striving to make sure I'm in the thriving in His light. I'm striving to thrive in His light. That's my only real goal, and that's why I keep a smile on my face every day. It's because as long as I'm smiling, I know He's smiling. And I don't want to take that smile off. And really, I ain't gonna have nobody else remove it from me. you know, that's love right there. This is love. I got a whole bunch of love to give. And I used to tell people all the time, I don't want kids because the world is my children. I love my children. Yo, people used to look at me crazy. Yeah, what? Oh, for real. And that used to be my excuse to why, because everybody used to ask me, do I want kids? Do I want kids? And, I just was like, no, man. Like, why would I want kids and y'all all my kids? You know? I love each and every one of y'all. And it's crazy. I've always been like this. Like, I've had moments where I've been spiteful. I've dabbled in those seven deadly sins, and God had to like knock some sense into me, literally. But you live and you learn, and I got into a point where there's certain things I want to spend my energy on, you know, and my energy will only be spent doing things that I see fit for it to do. You know, I love the fact that people look at me and they either they either love the hell out of me or they can't stand me. And that's what it is, you know. And I understand my light blinds some people, but boy, I mean, when I tell you one thing, I can go in a grocery store right now and they'll open up a line just for me. Yes, yes, just for me. Cause I'm just that sweet. I'm just that nice. You know what I'm saying? Like, I talk to you. I I see how you doing. You know, cause you never know what people mentally are going through. Yeah, you gotta admit there's a lot of mental health issues going on in America, and that our government truly don't feel like that is an issue. But I mean, hell, to me, it's top priority. You know, you sit here and you talk to people. It, they might want to just sit here and at least tell somebody something. You know, because they ain't able to talk to nobody. Man, I remember I loved working downtown. I loved it because um, I got to talk to a lot of different people. And my first couple of nights there, this homeless guy, man, he came up to me and he started talking to me. He was like, I think, yeah, this was around the time where Joe Biden just won. And he was like, yeah, I know Joe Biden. So, oh, you do, huh? I don't ever discredit nobody. You know, I'm gonna pipe you up. I'm gonna hype your ass up. If you say you know Joe, oh, tell me about Joe. You feel me? You know, you tell me that the sky is purple. I'm not gonna tell you it's not purple. I'm like, why you think it's purple? I'm gonna ask you why you think it's purple. You know, I'm not gonna just say, nah, it's not purple, it's blue. But I'm gonna ask you why you think it's purple. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna just discredit your vision of life. You know what I mean? Uh, and so I think that's what people love about me the most. It's like, dogs, I'm not here to judge you. I'm not a judgmental person. I get judged all the time. Hell, I'm being judged right now. And I don't even give a fuck because I know who I am. I'm very secure in who I am and what I bring to the table to this world. Only God can judge me, and God is very pleased with my actions. Because I probably would have been went off. I probably would have cussed everybody's ass out up in here and moved the fuck out, didn't care about the fines, nothing. Paid everything. But you know what? I I understand that some people just they mind just ain't right. And they are going to dislike me for whatever reason. And sometimes they ain't even a grown up or can hold that type of accountability to to uh to have that conversation with you on what they feel like is the problem, is the issue. And you know, hey, that's fine with me because my life gonna keep going on regardless, with or without your acceptance of me. You know, with or without your acceptance of me. You know, there's too much going on in this world, and one day you may need my resources. I may need your resources, you know, against the government. To be honest with you, they want you. I look at everybody and they're like, man, y'all could just live life and be happy. They want y'all to just feel like y'all owe them. Every time you turn around, they want you to feel like y'all owe them. It's crazy how they use tax dollars to pay for a highway and then turn around and tell us you gotta pay that back. I've already paid into it. You haven't been spending the money right. Let's audit. Let's start auditing your shit, your administration, everybody in it, and all those stock investments you just invested into. If you let that budget go out of place, you're paying for it. Fuck out of here. How y'all was broke going in there but rich coming out? They tell me y'all doing a lot of inside trading. So, I mean, we just got too much going on to where I feel like there's no room for you to see what's coming right here if you looking at somebody who ain't even fucking bothering you. Oh man, you know, and I just want everybody to be safe, live a happy life, live their life to the fullest, and do what they truly are passionate about doing. Don't just go get some money just because you want to get money. Nah, don't do it like that. Make love to your money. You know, when you make love to your money, that means you are happy with and content on how you're doing it. You know, them seven deadly sins, stay away from 'em. Shit. Let me make sure I'm staying away from 'em, cause while we're talking about it, cause I know it's just like I ain't killing nobody, I ain't stealing, I ain't lying about shit. Hey Alexa, name the seven deadly sins.
According to Wikipedia, the seven deadly sins, also known as the capital vices or cardinal sins, are pride, greed, wrath, envy, lust, gluttony, and sloth.
Okay. So yeah, I struggled with a little bit of pride back in my day. Um, I can say I got over the pride and the lust. Maybe I just gluttony and sloth. I don't know. I don't know about that one. I don't know. I got a little more detailed into that one. But yeah, the wrath part, yeah, most definitely. Yeah, I was bringing that. Yeah, I was bringing that. Most definitely. And I worked on myself. I feel like, damn, I was one, two. I feel like, oh shit. After you commit a certain amount of seven deadly sins, God will come for that life. Well, I ain't even gonna say he'll come for your life. He will take the light away from you and let the demons do what they do. You feel me? That's what I feel like that is. That's what I feel like that is. I promise myself I do a video damn near every day. If you like this video, please go check it out on the Peak. Is that the Petty Show? And or Mr. Rec TV. You heard the ad lib in the background. You heard. Thank you for watching. Thank you for coming. I'll see you when I see you. Peace.